I'm Yasmine Bari, back at another Business Mingle, and our question today is, what is one tough lesson you learned that keeps you grounded? And as a small business owner, how have you risen from that?
I forget to turn the camera around and put it on me. Remember that while we're helping people to find their stories, we also have our own story to tell. I'm being a lot more intentional about the things that we're putting out and our own brand. So we're doing the same thing.
It's always better to over-communicate than under-communicate, and there's really no such thing as too much clarity. It's easy for people to have the same idea when they're looking at something on paper and to imagine something completely different in their mind. Be unafraid to call or email and ask whatever questions you need to ask and press and clarify to be 100% sure you're on the same page.
Always keep your sales engine going. We had a large client, our business was thriving. All of a sudden they decided to bring their IT in-house, and we were like, uh-oh. I always have to bring in new business and can't rely on recurring revenue. You can't grow a business that way.
We had a client come in who loved the service that we provided, and the next day in about 24 hours asked for a full refund. As generous as you could possibly be in a business, you always have to plan for some of the worst things that you think could possibly happen, because they will. Keep your head up. It's very revealing how many little leaks and cracks that can actually bring your ship down. Just try to tighten your ship, that way it can stay afloat.
It's easy to compare the business income to the job income and feel bad about it and say the business is not generating that much money. I had more income when I had the job. To put this into perspective, we shouldn't compare the two directly.
As a minority, as a woman, as an immigrant, I face a lot of challenges, but the first thing is about competence. I have to prove, work harder, and show that I am dependable and credible.
Not everybody is on social media, and not everybody needs to dance and sing and play to the algorithm. I stay in contact with people that are local to me, get to know my local community and build local connections, because social media will come and go. People will stay.
Over-analysis paralysis. Having been an introvert, I always feel like I have to overanalyze everything. It took a while to break out of that spell, putting together YouTube videos, meeting people, having conversations with clients. That's the most honest and most gratifying experience, is to just free flow.
That actually started when I was very young. I had this fear of talking to people that were older than me. Being in the business, I'd had to realize that no matter what age they are, they're just human. They want to have fun. They have their goals and their dreams. They want to be successful. And there's like that inner child that just wants to live and be free.
Something that I brought forward into starting my own business is that I never worked nights or weekends unless I wanted to. I worked so much at my last job and I feel like it got me nowhere. And now I am making sure that I am taking care of myself. I'm looking out for number one first, and that allows me to take really great care of my customers.
Fear in general, like decision making, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you need to make decisions sometimes at the spot, and also public speaking. I have overcome, and I'm still overcoming those fear in certain situations, is of course my meditation that I do. I think of the problem and then I try to break it into smaller sections, and I try to tackle them piece by piece, and then I put the whole thing back together to tackle fear.